Okay, this is a Fort Dent patch we did. So we originally did all the asphalt in this complex. Then they had some pumping coming up through it, through this main drive lane. So we got a bid to go down deep, put fabric, redo the subgrade on that Saturday. The other crew we had out went extra deep and they needed help. And this crew, Mike Zemke was the foreman, and they excavated it, and he said the ground was super hard here. He could barely scrape through it with the Mini. So they scraped out the little soft spot that apparently was in this back corner, replaced that with subgrade, and then paved it back. Now, since then, we've had this, which, if you zoom in, there's some stress fractures through here, and we've had some clay water pumping up through, seeping through. So all these light spots, so right here along this line, and then here and there. Now I had some of the witch sticks. I walked through this and I was getting a line coming across out here, right at that yellow mark. I was having a line right here go across, and I was having a line back there go across. Now also, I had a line cutting through the center and a secondary one somewhere in there, which is being showed. That's where the water's coming through also. So, Karen came out and she talked with me. I put the witch sticks in her hands. That's her Hyundai right there. And she got to see that, and I showed her kind of what's going on. Now, there's this trench drain. There's a catch basin over here, but we're not going to go under that. So we're probably going to try to tie into this this trench drain with some sort of perf pipe grid pattern. Now this trench drain, I pulled the lid, it comes out this way, comes over here, tees, and it daylights right here. So that's where it daylights. There's the building, there's the patch. So it comes straight out and then tees into the trench drain. So I'm thinking, but it's not very low. So I'm thinking where it comes out, it probably dives down right here, and then wherever it turns, we take that 90 off and we put a T on. Come out here to the center, we run one pipe all the way across the center line. It's like 50 feet. And then we have maybe 1, 2 T's. And then this T, we T and continue out. So there's one pipe here, one pipe in the middle, one pipe at the end, one long pipe that they all tie into, comes to the end, comes over, T's into this, and then goes out in daylights. That's probably the solution if we want to try and do some sort of perf relief. Otherwise, we could try and do the original plan, pull it out, go down 18 inches, replace the subgrade, and do fabric. But I'm thinking they got such significant groundwater cruising through here that wouldn't have solved the problem. It just would have maybe alleviated it from coming up through the patch, but it just would have pushed the water somewhere else, and it would have came up somewhere else. So that being said, we need to get rid of it or give it a place to go. The only other option would be this basin, which it's an extremely big, deep type 2, but it also has a pipe coming out. That's about 5 feet down. Actually, I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna get some correct measurements. Give me a second. Okay, so this pipe exactly 3 feet to the top of the asphalt, and it is a 6-inch pipe. So 3'6" if we're going to the bottom of the pipe. Now this, where the tape measure is, this is all type 2, type 2, type 2. And at the top of type 2, they switch to a type 1. They have a hang on a second. They have a, looks like an 8-inch riser, and then another 8-inch, or maybe 2/4, and it comes up to the top. It looks like we have a double. We put an insert in when we did our overlay, and so that pipe heads about that trajectory, so it would be right in the middle of what we want. Okay, I don't think there's any other measurements we'll need. Yeah, there it is.